Yanja, I know you have issues with this double sort of angle here, the two there. So first things first, what we need to know, once we have something like this previously like the other ones, we will have to go and work with the general solution. And don't assume you get one positive answer, it's going to be the same for a negative. Don't assume that. But the general solution will assist us with that. You follow what I'm saying? So make sure also your calculator is still in radian mode, because we are given the interval between negative pi radians and pi radians. So your calculator should be in radian mode. By now you should be comfortable with working with radians, am I right? Okay, so first we're going to isolate the cot. So maybe you can say let 2x be represented by some depth. So that's going to be k, but remember we're going to put it back, right? So we're going to have then cot k 5 upon 2. Cotangent is the inverse of tangent. So when you want to find 10k, you have to take this ratio and you have to swap it around. Okay? So we are going to look for our acute basic angle, which would be the inverse of that. Now give me the answer in terms of radians. 4 decimal places, just to be on the right path.
0.38.
It's 0.38.
0.5.
Please, I hope you gave me the right. Okay. You give me the right value?
Yes.
Okay. Now let me come back to my domain. So when I have positive values, that means 0 up to pi. The value tangent is positive, but I'm only going to consider up to there. So this is not obviously included, right? Tangent is positive in this quadrant only, which is the first quadrant. So I'm also going to sort of cancel that one as an answer.
Just a basic.
Right. So in this first quadrant, I'm going to have 2x equals to this 0.3805 plus, because I have got that pi n, because it repeats after every pi radians or 180 degrees. Now let us just find the general one here with x equals to, right? So take that answer and divide that answer by 2. I'm talking about this 0.3805 divided by 2. Because the other one here is just going to be pi upon 2n.
0.1.
Give me 0.1. 903. Are we all happy? Are we all happy with that? Okay. Let's look at the negative angle side of things. That is from negative pi radians up to 0. Remember, you have got negative pi up to 0, then 0. This is the positive side.
Clockwise.
Okay. So we are going now in this direction, while here we were considering in that direction.
Exactly.
So these two are considered, right? And this is not considered according to that specification. You follow? So this is theta, and that is pi minus theta. In which quadrant is tangent positive? Third. So we are also not going to consider this one, because we're just going to work with that particular bit. What do you say?
We don't consider it.
We don't consider this one. Tangent is positive here.
Okay.
Just checking we are not sleeping, right? So can you see like it's the opposite of what that one is, isn't it? So it's going to shade it here, we're going to shade it there. Right? So we're going to use this quadrant, which is the third quadrant. In the third quadrant, 2x equals to, what was our reference angle? But now we are dealing with a negative. So I'm putting a minus there. Pi minus.
0.
Also, you must be very careful, right? This, if this is less than pi, then, yeah. So 0.38.
3, 8.
No. We can, okay, let's have that. You want that. I wanted to get plus what?
3.
Plus what?
5.
That means 7.
Exactly.
Pi n.
Exactly. DMF.
Inside there, can you say pi minus that value, please? Just get me pi minus 0.3 first. Let's do it step by step. Pi minus that is what?
2.76.
2.76.
1.
Okay. Now divide by 2 there. Negative. Divide your answer by 2. 1.38. 05 plus pi over 2n. Okay, now we have our general solution. Right, let's come here. We're looking for our solution.
It's fine.
We want it to distribute. Okay. Right, if n is equal to 0, will our answer lie within the given domain here? What is this value if n is equal to 0? Okay, so x is going to equal to 0.1903 radians. Yeah? If n is equal to 1, because remember this is like a half pi, so it will make sense, right? So if n equals to 1, what do you get?
Let's see.
That means take that 0.1903 plus pi upon 2. Yep.
1.76.
Now 1.76 is within the range because pi, this value is 3.14. So 1.76? 1.76. Okay, just leave it there. So let's suppose I take a 2. Will it make sense? Hello, leave the calculator. Okay, if you take a 2 here, the 2 cancel, that's already pi. That's already 3.1. Adding something is outside our domain, which is from negative to that. Okay, so these are the two values for when it's positive. Now let's use the same 0 and 1, but not necessarily. Remember, this extreme here is about negative 3.14, blah, blah, blah. You get it? So we should look for an answer that should not go beyond this. Which means something that is like negative 3.2 will be outside. You follow what I'm saying? Negative 3.2 will be outside. So we look for anything from 0 up to there. So let's come to here. Let's have it as a 0. I think it will work. So x equals to negative 1.38 radians. Does that make sense? Let's have it for some weird reason. Let's have it as a 1 and then tell me what you get. I want the answer, please. No guessing stories here. When you have a 1 here, just say that stuff and then put a minus. Type it as it is on your calculator. Come on, people. Negative 2.95. Okay. If you have it as a 2, that's already taking you out. You know it's going to be minus 180 plus whatever, so it's going to be. So these are the only solutions to this question. Stop the tape.
X is less